Man, life really is a beach, and today I am playing in the sand. And the best way for you to get a bigger sandbox to play in is by being lazy. What's up? My name's Sam. I'm joining you today from the Outer Banks in North Carolina on my what feels like a very private beach right now because I don't see a single person. Some people like to call me the clothes doctor, and I help businesses with high ticket offers scale to 7 and 8 figures using my systems-based selling strategies. If that sounds like you and something you need for your business where you don't want to see any leads ever slipping through the cracks on your hard marketing dollars that you're spending, I'll leave a link down in the description below for you to book a call with me or someone on my team. So what do I mean by being lazy? I feel most people would probably not look at the long hours I've worked, especially down here in Outer Banks where I've locked myself in solitude, where I have no distractions as I'm pushing through Q4 here in the holiday season. But being lazy has allowed me to think differently and operate differently when it comes to how I manage my tasks and how I manage my teams. And in this video, we're going to cover the 3 main benefits you can have when you rework what lazy means to you and how you operate. The biggest place that I see this having impact for me and my organizations and my clients' teams is especially when you're given that new 0 to 1 task. You have to learn that brand new thing. Like we just rolled out a brand new referral program within our organization that comes with a new piece of tech, and that new tech has to have all these new automations, so on and so forth. Now, that brand new piece of tech is brand new to everyone in our entire company. So if I'm going to learn it from the ground up, it might as well make sense for someone else to potentially take the time to learn it from the ground up if I don't see myself doing that in the future. So the inherent laziness in me does not want to perform that task because I have to learn it the same way someone else would have to learn it. And now I'm already thinking about how to delegate this to someone on my team. You're really going to find that for yourself, and if you teach this to your team members, as they start to pass things down the ladder and bring things down to their core principle, philosophy levels of how a new motion or new system needs to operate, that your resource management, your workload that's on your plate will free up quite a bit. And the lazier you get, the more you're gonna start sending things down the ladder. But what you're doing for people on your teams is you're opening up that environment to empower them to have control over that workflow or that new motion themselves. I'll use this example for you where a team member came to us and said, hey Sam, I've interviewed these 3 people. I think this candidate's good. I think this candidate's bad. What do you think we should do from here? The best question that you can ask to delegate and empower your team is, what would you do? When you ask them what they would do, they probably already have an answer. Many times you're gonna have team members that will come to you looking for you to give them your approval so they know they're doing a good thing. Now, when you say, what would you do? They probably already know the answer to that question. They probably already know what they have in mind, but now you're taking the creative burden off yourself, putting the creative burden onto them to explain to you what they would do. Now, instead of you having to ideate and come up with your own system or process to reply back to them, now you're going back and forth in communication and Slack messages. You're picking from options that they've put right in front of you. Whatever option you pick after they tell you what they would do, you just have to understand that you made that decision with them now. And if it succeeds, you did it as a team. And if it fails, you also did it as a team, and you have to own that with them. You can't make them feel stupid or dumb about the decision that they made if it doesn't work out. As you're doing this too, if you have good SOP structures within your business and everything you do, every new motion, in your organization comes with an SOP, that SOP, that documentation that's built at the top of the ladder can be handed down a rung, can be handed down a rung, can be handed down a rung. We have so many virtual assistants on our team that are just core members of our team that we can pay very fair wages inside of their countries where they live, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times more than what the normal wage is. But because we've SOP'd things so well and documented them so well, we can hand that over to someone of maybe lower level skill set that doesn't think like the person at the top of the ladder and have that strategy, but now the person at the bottom of the ladder can still execute on that play and execute on that strategy for you. And the best part about once all this workload is taken off your plate is now you get to focus on higher leverage activities. The strategic planning and innovation that you're going to drive in a leadership role inside your organization is going to then close that feedback loop of where new things come onto your plate, where now you ask yourself, how can I be lazy with this? And start to SOP, start to ask the right questions, start to send things down the ladder to where your plate is now cleared of all those responsibilities and you just get to focus on the strategy and planning of running your organization. So no, it's not really being lazy. I wouldn't call that's what I am. I would not call myself a lazy person, but having this mindset, this philosophy, these principles that we operate by around how to operate to where you don't have to do the work. That's what I tell myself all the time. I'm just like, I don't want to do the work. Someone else can do this. So what questions do I need to ask? What systems and SOPs do I need to build so I can continue to pass that down, not just to management underneath of me, but to the team underneath of management as well, as we continue to keep our higher level roles focusing on the highest level activities that they possibly can. We do this for sales reps all the time inside of the custom CRMs that we build. How do we keep sales reps on the phone selling? A sales rep doesn't want to have to send out 100 text messages a day and 100 emails a day. And frankly, they're not going to do it if you don't make it easy for them. So how can we build the system to put it right in front of their face? This is your lowest hanging fruit. This is your best opportunity to take advantage on your lowest hanging fruit inside your CRM right now, so you can stay on the phone selling. I want my sales team to be lazy too. I want them to think about all the ways they can systematize their workflows and automations and follow-up sequences and no-show sequences, so they stay on the phone having conversations with people, because the conversions are going to happen in the conversations themselves. So if you're looking for your sales team to stay on the phones, having those conversations, making sure they always know where that lowest hanging fruit is, I can build that system for you inside of Close.com as a custom CRM, and we can talk about what that looks like on the link down in the description below. That's gonna be all for me today, coming to you from the Outer Banks of North Carolina. I think we did see one person go by during this clip, so there is someone on the beach here with me. I'm not alone. It is not a private beach, although it feels like one. And I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. And who knows what city, state, or country I'll be coming to you next.